What is going on, YouTube? Today we have a one card crossover from PSA. So this is a pretty big card. So this was a 2003 Topps Chrome Refractor LeBron James, and it was in a Beckett 8.5. So the subgrades on that were centering 8, surface 9, corners 9.5, edges 9.5. And this had been graded earlier on in Beckett's history, so it had a number of like 3 million something rather. So it was probably graded back in 2006 or somewhere around there. So that was back when Beckett was a little bit tougher. I thought that other than the centering, it looked pretty good. So I wanted to crack it out and try to cross it to PSA. PSA's market share has gained a lot here recently, and for my own personal collection, I just like things in PSA holders because most of my collection's in PSA holders. So I went ahead and cracked this and sent it into PSA. So I've got the package back today, and the way that I figured it was that if this came back an 8, then I would essentially break even as far as sales value is concerned and just lose out the $200 that I paid to get it graded. If this came back in 8.5, I figured that it was probably worth about maybe $2,000 more. So minus a couple $100 grading fee, I would end up about $1,000 in the green. And if it bumped and came back a 9, that card would be worth
out of $1,600,000,000,000 worth, $1,400,000,000,000 worth, out of $1,400,000,000. Excuse me, $1,400,000,000,000. It's hard to even say it, it's so much. And by the way, it's cost a lot of money. It cost about $740 billion over 10 years.
About $5,000 to $7,000 more than the BGS 8.5. So anything over an 8, or an 8 and above, I figured is good enough to send it in and get crossed. However, if PSA gives this a 7, 7.5, then I'm kind of screwed and probably shouldn't have done that. But we'll find out. The other thing is I asked for no qualifiers because I know the centering is pretty bad. So I thought, well, maybe they would give it a 9 with a off-center qualification. I didn't want that. So I said no qualifiers. I sent this in to PSA, the express level, which they're actually really quick on. I sent this in a couple of weeks ago. They took only a couple days to get it entered into their system, and then it went into grading and shipped, and it did all that within 3 business days. So really quick getting this turned around at PSA. Just got it back today. I don't know what it is yet, so we're gonna go ahead and cut into this and see what we got. So let me find a pair of scissors here. And while I'm doing this, which will probably be a pain to get open, leave a like, subscribe. I know this is a little different video, but I mean, I think this card is about a $20,000 card now. The history on it is I actually purchased this graded by Beckett back in early 2019, I believe, maybe late 2018, and I paid, I think, $2,200 for it. So it's increased in value quite a bit here over the last couple of years. Whatever grade this comes back in. So there's that. We'll get rid of that, and let's see which is the top. Okay, so this is the back. So the good news is that it is graded, so there wasn't any issues with the card itself, and PSA was able to grade it. So so that's always a good thing. And let's see what we've got. So I'll let you see the condition of the card first before I reveal the grade, and you can give me your opinion down there in the comments. So again, the corners, they looked really, really good. The edges, damaged case or something there, it looks like. Edges looked really, really good. Or is that just how PSA is making their cases now? Because it looks like it's actually on all. I guess PSA must have got a new case. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Edges are all good. The centering, as you can tell, is not great, especially left to right there. Top to bottom, not bad. So top to bottom's not bad, but left to right, definitely not very good. And then the surface had a 9, and when I cracked it, I did notice right there, there's like a little little dent or a little dot. So that concerned me a little bit too, because I didn't see that until I cracked that out of BGS holders, because they have huge holders. So without further ado, we've got a PSA 9.
La 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 la, ka-ching.
So that's awesome. So that adds what, $7,000 or so to the value of this card. So that'll go good. I actually have another PSA 9 Hardy in my collection, a Refractor. So it's good to add another one. But that's pretty sweet that that got a 9. And quite frankly, with the centering, that's about as bad a centering I think as you can probably get and still pull off a 9. So really happy to have it in a PSA holder. Really happy to have it in the grade. This is one of those scenarios where it worked out in my favor, but I know a lot of people, you've probably seen it before, where you've cracked something and it's come back worse. I do have some other cards there that I've cracked out of a Beckett holder. Recently I cracked out a BGS 9 of a 2005 Aaron Rodgers Contenders rookie auto, which I think looks really clean. So I'm actually hoping that it could possibly pull a 10. If not, let's hope it at least crosses over to a 9. As well. So we'll have some more videos like this coming up on the channel, so be sure to subscribe, leave a like, and let me know in the comments what you think. Take care.